Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, I'm in a particularly nice area at the moment because I've got blue sky and sunshine. Woohoo! And of course, that makes a change because for 2 weeks we haven't had any sunshine whatsoever. There's just been this huge temperature inversion sitting over Britain, this sort of anticyclonic whirl, if you will, that's just kept cloud cover there and very little wind. And indeed, for most of Britain, there hasn't been any recorded sunshine at all this month so far until today. And of course, with virtually no wind, that also has an effect. Nothing's to move those clouds out of the way, which is why they've been stuck there for so long. Now, apart from the fact that it's been a bit miserable, this also has the downside because you've got to remember Ed Miliband wants us to ditch all our coal and gas and nuclear power stations and live on rainbow farts, wind and solar. Well, if you go 2 weeks without the sun and barely a lick of wind, how are we going to run this country? Nature is ruthless. Nature doesn't care. Nature isn't going to go, oh, I'll blow some wind over there by those windmills. No, nature just ignores you. And so we will have had 2 weeks with no solar power and no wind power. That, of course, will mean, well, it'll mean people dying, won't it? Hospitals without power won't be able to save people's lives. What can we do? If only there was some solution, something that would give us a regular, sustainable form of energy and not reliant upon things like solar and wind, which we haven't had for 2 weeks. If only we could build nuclear power stations, gas-fired power stations, coal-fired power stations, cheap, replaceable. 20-odd thousand years worth of coal in this country, 9,000 years worth of gas, unlimited nuclear power. And yet no, because apparently it's all bad. I think we could get rid of Ed Miliband and the world would be a better place. Now, I'm not calling for him to be killed or anything. No. Just lock him up in his asylum because the man is absolutely mental. He thinks Britain can run on unicorn farts. And for 2 weeks, we've proved it can't. Do you know that there's been zero wind production and zero solar production for 2 weeks? Thank heavens for oil and gas-fired power stations. Thank heavens for our nuclear power stations. Without them, we'd be in deep, deep shit. Thanks very much. Bye.